Hey, good morning, everybody. I'm feeling vibrant today. Jazz hands, is that what that is? I just got out of my meditation and flood. I've been asking for wisdom, and a flood of insight came to me. The first question was, because we just did a show on healing the effects of racism, and I was in talking the source about blacks. What you think is who you are. What you think is who you are. That's what came to me. It's what you think is who you are. And so in that, I'm going to try to take you down the path of thought that led to new discoveries, new opening ups of the mind, or expansion of thought is better. The expansion of thought is what we all should seek. So if you are what you think, you manifest your reality. And it said, look at your leaders, your so-called leaders of the black race, and look at what they think and what they're spewing out about their thoughts about the black community. And that is what it becomes, because that voice creates the reality. And if they get people to take on that reality, then you become a part of that whirlwind. So what do you think about black? What do you think about being black? Because then it is what you are. And if it is what you are, and you want to change your alignment to your existence, then you're going to have to change your thought. You're going to have to change who you surround yourself with. You're going to have to start changing your leaders, or who you follow as a leader. If you want a thought-provoking, inclusive, abundant, prosperous thinking leader that can help you move towards your greatness, then you have to become an individual. And that's where that went, an individual. I said, Jesus is the book that I know the best because I was raised as a Baptist. He never asked you to follow anybody. He asked for individualism. He said the kingdom of your God, of your source of your wisdom is within you. You already hold what it is that you need. When they talked about the church, they talked about the body, and even the body is you become the head, the arms, the legs. Everybody has their own individual talent, but you come together to build each other, not to follow someone. The head is just the head, and with the head are the eyes. There's somebody who is a visionary. There's somebody who's able to breathe life, or to implement, to breathe in life to the thoughts that are created by the collective, and can disseminate that work to the left arm, to the right arm. There's someone that will be able to speak for the collective and say what you are doing. And then it goes back into the body for it to work. It goes to the heart for it to beat, and that is the focus, and that is the collective thought, which is another word for it. It's not coming to me, but that is where the workings happen. The heart beats to again disseminate the blood, so that everything is fueled, right? The speaker hopefully collects in the finances so that everything can work and function right, so that the graphic designer can do what they do, so that the videographer can do what they do, so that the body, which is the administration, can function. The legs can actually walk, which is advertisement and promotion to move you forward. It's the marketing aspect of you. Your feet keep you steady and balanced. It all works together if you understand that. It's a working source, not a leader and all these people following the leader or giving their energy to the leader. No, the aspect of the collection of the church is so that everybody has a function to work, to build, to grow together as individuals come to build an individual, to build an individual, to build an individual, which is the element of one, because the ultimate individual is source, the expansion of source. This is so much better coming out of my mouth than it was in my head. I'm learning more as I speak. This is amazing. Be fruitful and multiply is not about having children, but having and creating wisdom. Everything grows. Anything that grows is expanding in the mind. Because the expansion of the mind is what brings in all those little toys that you want to play with. The toy, the house, the car, the vacations. Those are toys. Those are the manifestation of thought. The manifestation of thought becomes real. And the ideas that are given to you by source, by your God, by your Jesus, by whatever it is that you want to follow, is your career, is your talent. So many people bury their talent. So many people bury their talent because the predecessor before them did not have the proper inclinations to grow. They weren't taught to love themselves. They were taught to give their love to someone else, to give their love to a leader who is living out their desired dreams, who has their planes, who has their cars, who has their houses, who gets their vacation, while the parishioners or the other people in the organization suffer. And that is not how life is. Life is an even exchange. Every wave is the same for everybody. Anybody that is cramping your wave is ending your life. You don't have to get shot out on the street. You don't have to get murdered. You don't have to get raped. You don't have to be a part of a verbal abuse dispute. You can be killed because you are not being inspired to be yourself. There's nobody feeding you inspiration. When you are not fed love, mothers breastfeed from a place of love. That nourishment of that milk that goes into the body also is connected to the eyes. When you see a mother breastfeeding, she may be having a conversation, but periodically she's going to look into the eyes of her child. That's soul meeting soul. As she's feeding and giving that child nourishment, she's also feeding nourishment through the eyes. And that child is looking upon her for trust and honesty and trust and safety is the word. And it's transmitted. And that's why our bonds to our mother are so strong, because from that canal into the arms and the meeting of our souls with our mothers is such a great bond. It is where we meet in this physical, because in the womb we have already met the spirit of our mother. From above, we knew who she was before we got here. And we come into our world for our souls to meet her, and then our physical to meet her, and to be inspired and nurtured and given life outside of her. That is what life is. Man to woman, the same thing, that ability to love. I don't care if it's woman to woman, man to man, individual to individual. I do not judge, because love has no judgment. Imagine if vibrations were to judge. Imagine if electricity were to judge. You turn on the light in your house and the light says, "Oh, hell no. Did you know what you did to me yesterday? Oh, you gave me 100-watt light bulb. I wanted 1,000. I ain't going to give you no electricity." It does not judge. You gave me what you wanted, and I'll feed into it. That's what life is. God. Woo. Feel me this morning. I've got a calling on my life, and I don't pay 100% attention to it. I do fall short, because I'm human, and I'm trying not to be human. I'm trying to not allow my ego to subside or be the lack thereof of my spirit. But there are moments when I do not hesitate to deliver what is being placed on my heart. And this is one of those mornings. And usually when you see me on Facebook doing this, it's because Source says, share what I've taught you. I'm not going to judge anybody that listens. I'm not telling you what to do. It's not my place to. Your life is your life. You are an individual that came into this world to expand your own. Stand on your own 2 feet. Stand on your own 2 feet. Stand up for who you are. Stand up for who Source made you. Everything that you are is perfected. Everything that you need is already here. Everything that you want has been created. Stand up. Stand up. Walk towards it and receive it. Openly. Honestly. Be honest with yourself. Have the truth conversation with yourself. And know that you are the greatest thing ever created in this world. In your world. For you. You were created for you. So expand for you. Explore you. Discover you. Execute you. Implement you. Love you. When you love you, you can expand to the greatest elements of who you are. Look inside. Close your eyes. And allow yourself to see yourself fully. And walk through the world that way. Walk through the world that way. See who you invite. You're a receiver. You're a transmitter and a receiver. You're a transmitter and a receiver for everything that it is that you want. Everything. If you're looking for that love, if you're looking for that attention, look inside yourself and be honest with yourself. Feelings are your guide. If it's something that you don't like, walk away. It's okay. If it's something that you love, stay in it. Bask in it. Be in bliss in it. Allow it to love you back and allow yourself to love it. And continue that cycle and see what comes in. When you are a rolling ball of love, there's nothing but love, nothing but love, nothing but love. A friend of mine said, my God, Corey, you know some influential people. You know some really, really great people. I do. And it's because I live a life of love. For me, I love me. I know who I am. I know what God created. I know that I am a reflection of the higher source. I know that He put me here for a purpose and a reason. Those who understand it will be attracted to me, even if it's just a conversation, or even if it's me just blessing them, or helping them to move along their path and giving them some of what I know, just to help and push them. That's what life is about. But great minds will reflect great minds, and everybody can have influential people around them. Everybody can be around those that hold the key to their lives, and they can work as a church body or work as a collective, and actually erase the quotes, work as a collective to build. You know, I come from an architectural background. As an architect, I am not the electrician, I'm not the construction guy, I'm not the person that's putting in the plumbing, I'm not doing the electrical work. I created the plan, right? The head, the plan, and I call on the arms and the legs and the body to create it. And we work together collectively. I am an artist. I cannot do the lights. I could not run the camera. I could not run the sound, even though I have. But it's better when I work with a collective of people and we are on the same path to have the same outcome, which is greatness. And we're focused on what our project is, which is greatness, and to deliver that out into the universe so those that are attracted to it or are receiving and looking for that will find it. You cannot eat, a man cannot eat by bread alone. Is that how it goes? Just bread, bread is an empty carb, right? Unless it's spelled for something. But you need other things to nourish you. You need other things to, really put something to the palate of the tongue. Bread is bland without butter or jelly, without something to sop it up in, some gravy that was, nourished or flavored by some type of meat or vegetables. We have sandwiches on bread so that we can have some flavor, with our meal. Man cannot live by bread alone. We also need the life of water. I'm good for now. Am I? I don't know. I'm good for now. I'm good for now. People, love yourself. Love yourself, baby. Love yourself. Love yourself. Find yourself. And find others that will work with you to empower you, inspire you, build you, to expand you. Life, love. Life is forever eternal. No, love is forever eternal. That's the meaning of life for me. Love is forever eternal. Live it. Live it. Live it. Live for yourself. Live for source. Live for your creator. Know thyself and expand. Peace, y'all. As always, I love you.